So, starting with Tuesday's Telegraph, Josh, what are they leading with?
Well, before I do the leading, there's a James Bond story there about Hamas traders made millions shorting Israel, which is kind of the plot from Casino Royale, where they were like deliberately doing a terrorist attack on the plane that's in the movie, and then the idea was they were going to short it.
What a lot of people think happened with Brexit as well. I know somebody who shorted the pound the day before Brexit, made a lot of money, and was consequently ostracised at school. He was a school dad,
but he made a load of money.
They were like, we know you're.
Well, anyway, so these guys, so Hamas seems like they made about $100 million for betting against the Tel Aviv shares, and but I'm sure that they'll get to spend that money. Anyway, and moving on to Migrant curbs to cut arrivals by quarter. So this is Cleverly, our new Home Secretary. He's basically going to implement everything that our last Home Secretary was going to do and supposedly got fired for. Yes, but with the rhetoric slightly toned down. And there are some sensible things here. He's trying to cut the migration by 300,000. One of the things would be that it's going to scrap overseas staff. They can get paid less, 20% less. So it's going to be not for the NHS or care workers, because we need them and we'll collapse without them. But for other companies, they'll have to actually start paying British people the money that they should get,
Well, either that, or possibly we could move all the people that require care into, just one county and sort of have a separate, like a double border.
Wales?
Yeah, Wales would be a good start, wouldn't it? And then that could be sort of they could have a different set of rules or whatever if you wanted to get into there.
I'm not for it.
They kind of basically tier the country all the way up.
What, according like Logan's Run style?
Is that how it was in Logan's Run?
Well, it's just basically anyone over 30.
Oh, that thing, but it was just like, it wasn't sort of a series. It wasn't like a heptarchy, was it? I'm talking about Wessex, Sussex, Mercia, And each one has a different set of immigration requirements.
OK, could be the future.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm just spitballing, but I get bored of the same
fair enough.
from the government all the time.
Well, it seems like they're actually going to do something. They're certainly... people are saying that they're sort of scared of the right wing of the party. And they I think the Tories are seeing migration particularly as a way to divide themselves away from Labour.
Well, as a correspondent who's Kevin Mackenzie was saying on the previous programme, the Reform Party is looking likely to sponge up quite a lot of Conservative votes. What do you think, Nick? Is it too late for them?
Yeah, it's too little too late. I mean, it's another 5-point plan. We've already had one of those. It hasn't even been implemented yet. And it's still over... I mean, if you talk about cutting net migration to 300,000, remember it was 745,000, so that's still massive, still be over 400k. The visa thing is important. There was this visa scam where you could just get your fifth cousin in and do some dodgy course. That is important. The minimum salary thing is quite minor because it's going up from 26,200 to 38,700. But bear in mind, 26,000 in 2019 is 34,000 today with inflation, basically. So
that is true. There was a woman on Twitter today who was complaining she's got 2 graduate, master's degrees or PhDs or something, and is still not going to be allowed to, still not earning 38k. That, on the one hand, you feel that's harsh, and obviously there's a degree of sympathy for it, but there is this kind of suspicion that some people are just spending too long in college and not just getting out there and earning some money. If you've got two master's degrees, you should be able to earn 38k.
A degree of sympathy is the only degree she doesn't have.
That's